Okay, you guys, this is just a quick little video here, little background on it. It's a project. I'm reproducing this nice little part here. I subscribe to Stuart Arts channel, which is mainly a wood turning kind of channel, but I like it. It's very entertaining to me. And the last video I was watching Jimmy helping a buddy out, a fellow wood turner. Guy's got a wood lathe, and he wore out a tool. He wore out the actual bushing part of the tool. So I was watching the video, and Jimmy was doing the best he could with what he had. I mean, he had broken tools, so he's trying to turn with a parting tool. And at some point in the video, he said, you know, Dave, if you're watching this, but please don't, you know, because he knows I'm cringing. So at the end, I just left a comment saying, oh my, OMG, send me the original part. And to my pleasant surprise, I got an email that his buddy was mailing out the original part for me to reproduce for him. And the other day, the mailman came up the driveway with the envelope with a little hole in it here, explaining that they don't read please hand stamp on the envelope. They ran it through the machine and the part popped out. So I have no original part to work from. But in this video, I'll show how I kind of came up with the dimensions and recreated the part. Making a print for it, so you'll get to see turning some brass, some of the finishes, knurling, a little bit of machining. But in the end though, the big head that I had on there, I went and watched the original video on Stuart Arts and saw that I had the head way too big. So I turned it way down in size, lost the knurling, because I can easily put this back in a collet and turn it down, but I can't get the knurling tool back in there. So I'll be sanding this part back just to see how it fits. Did I really recreate it correctly? So hope you enjoy the little project. Alright, so this video, I'll put a link in the description to Stuart Arts video where he's trying to reproduce a worn out part for a buddy, and it came in an envelope today, but the post office didn't hand stamp it. They ran it through the machine, so the part popped out and is now gone. So I think I know how to reproduce this thing, because you'll see the tool in the video, what it is. There's this wheel. Yeah, I guess I'll draw a hole, and there's this start kind of wheel that goes in there for doing wood turning stuff. And thinking about it, all I need to know that's critical is this dimension here. So what is that, and then what is the hole? The rest of it you can kind of make up or whatever. There's a threaded part that I know here from Jimmy's diagram, so that's a 1032, and in his picture it shows, I can draw the part, kind of looks like this, and then there's the shaft that rides on, and then there's the threaded part. Alright, so I know that's 1032, and in his print he shows a length of it of 0.180. It shouldn't be that critical, but I'm sure it was measured with the calipers correctly. The diameter of this is the key, but I'm looking at his print, and he said it's 0.310. I'm sure this is made in the United States, and they drilled it out with a drill bit, which is 0.312. So I'm going to turn this to 310. And it'll probably be right. And his print shows this is probably a critical length here, which was also measured correctly, 0.375. If it's too short, then I don't think it makes much of a difference. If it's too long, a few thousandths, it'll probably just push this apart a little bit. No, actually it won't seat all the way down because you've got the head sitting here. So there should be enough of dimensions here, and he said this was 0.250. This diameter is not that big a deal. So I'll have to make this up because this print was showing 310 and it's got to be bigger. So I'll just come up with something here to give it more of a lip. So I've got the thickness, I know I have to knurl this. I've got that, I've got the length, so I've got enough of information here to make this part. So let's hope for the best and start making it. Alright, piece of brass. This is the harder brass meant for making bushings and things out of. It's from Karachi. This was the piece I showed in video a long time ago. 18, right? Yeah, it's 18 millimeters. No, 15. 15 millimeters. Faced it off, marked it off for the total length of this part. Now I'm planning on just knurling the whole thing. This is going to wind up being the threads, but since starting a knurl can mess up, I'll start here. If it's not knurling correctly, then I can remachine the whole thing until I get it right, and then I'll come all the way down here. This will be the head of the part, and then this can get all machined away, which winds up being the threads. So I do have the spreadsheet for the correct diameters for whatever pitch knurl you're using on the website. In this case, this was what? I forgot. Yeah, it was 0.826 diameter. According to the spreadsheet that I've got, I got to take this down to either 0.622 or my next shot is 0.614. So it's just a matter of taking it down. Wow. I'll try for the first shot. I don't know. Just barely touch this thing. These collets are really nice. If you don't get that much run out on them, you can see that. I'm only taking maybe 2 thousandths off. I don't know. Let's see. But take it down. Go. And my mark is a little bit further than I really need to be. Yeah, that looks like that's got it pretty round. I don't care about the finish at this point. So let's see what this comes in at. Right? Did it get it all? Ooh, it's kind of a nasty finish. I don't like that. Let's use another tool. Different tool here. Let's try the contrary cutter. That'll clean it up. And since I'm only taking a few thousandths at a time, that should be a good height. Alright. This should really, oh, it doesn't look like I didn't get the end anyway. Alright, don't need it really fast. Just barely touch this thing. There we go. Yeah, that gives a better finish. You can see the curls coming off this too. Brass usually just kind of explodes or turns into a dust. Not with this guy. Alright, so let me see where it is. For this guy I need the mic. I need to make sure I'm really right on the money. So let's open this thing up. What did I say I need? 0.622. Alright. Get it under there carefully. Where am I at? Oh, 0.6216. So I could try putting the knurling tool in here now. Yeah, 218. So it's very close. Alright, so let's take that out and get the tool. Why aren't you coming out? Because it's hitting. That's why. Alright, that comes out. 0.43 pitch is what I'm using. And this guy's always fun. Alright, get it nice and square visually. Bring it in, bring it back. And I'm eyeballing it so it looks like it's kind of on center. bring it over a little bit. I just want to get it to the point where it's going to start cutting. You're probably going to wind up seeing my head in here anyway. Alright, so that's way too far in. That's kind of it right there. Alright, so my head's going to be in there, so I'm going to shut the camera off. But I just want to start the crank. I'm going to hand turn it until I see the pattern correctly lining up for every revolution. I don't want to see the pattern traveling. Alright, so it looks like I got the diameter right and the pattern. And for this, needs lots of oil to do. And I'm just manually moving it over. Can't see in there. And crank it down more. I could have gone over a little bit more. Oh no, I got, well, just make sure I got it all. Sorry, my head's got to be in here, guys. There. Can I get this any deeper? Wipe it off a bit and get the magnifying glass in there and see how it looks. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty deep. I think I can hang with that. Yeah. Just run it back and forth one more time. And that should be it. Just double check it before I finally run it off. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Right? Yeah, that looks like a pretty good pattern. Messy, but yeah, it's sharp. But I wind up running sandpaper over it. Am I deep enough? Yeah, I wish you could go a little bit deeper. Put some more oil in there. This is where the enemy of good is better. That's pretty hard to crank down on. Alright, stop it and check that out now. This paper towel's getting to be a real mess. Yeah, that's nicer. That's definitely nicer. Okay, so I just need to clean this all up now. I guess I can zoom in a bit. You can kind of see the knurling on it. Whoop, wrong way, Dave. There it is. Alright, so I'm just going to clean it up now. Alright, so according to the print, I want 250 for the head. It's set for 254. I'm looking at the tool going, I want some room, spare room on the back here to be able to chamfer the edge. Saddle stop's in place. That's pretty tight where I am. So I want to back it up just a hair more. And then set the saddle stop. And then this is a critical because this is what the shaft that I'm going to be cutting that it rides on, which has got to go down to 310. So that's quite a bit to take off. This tool should do it. Am I tilted? Yeah. So it's just a matter of going in and taking it down. Actually, do I want to come back a little more? Oh, I had to lock this down. Oh, I don't need to lock it. That's right. Because I'm just doing this by hand, feeding it back and forth. And a little, yeah, there's the explosions that I'm talking about, but I'm going to double check my dimensions on what's left, because I need 375 plus 180, which is what? Calculator, 0.375 plus 0.18. I need 555 left over. So caliper, where am I at? Yeah, I should put it this way. I'm at 0.543. Great. I need to go in further. That was supposed to be 250. Where am I? I'm at 340. Man, I can go way the heck in. Yeah, that's... Alright, so... I need to go in a little bit more with this. Oh, I could do it with a compound. So I said I need 555. And I'm at what? Oh, come on, spread. I'm at 53840, so 10, 20, 30 thousandths more. So, there's 10, there's 20, there's 30 thousandths. Let's see what it does now. So that's going to go, I got to bring it in. Alright, so that's going to eat into this a lot more. Alright, now where are we? 250 for the top, huh? I'm going to get, yeah, that's like 290.3. This guy, and now at 92, 592. Okay, so this works. It's just a matter of taking it down now, guys. Alright, I'm at 325, right? And I want 310, 328. Alright, so we'll take another 10,000, 28, put me at 18. So there's 5,000, which is 10. It should put me at 18. Alright. 18, where are we at? Yep, 318. Alright, so 18. I did 2,000s. Alright. 2,000s cut. Took 4 off, so I did 14 now. And then 4,000s left to go, right? Alright, let's double check it. I probably could check it with the other guy too. Yeah, 14 and a half. What's the mic say? Take it down. I want to be at 310, 45, 17. Alright, get him in there. And it says I'm at 14. 314. So I want to take off 2. That should put me right there. Alright, I have a feeling I made the head way too big. But alright, 2,000s. I'm going to take it one. Yeah, might as well. Final cut. Finish looks pretty good. Just scratching it a little bit. Could have used a tangential cutter for this, but what the heck. So where am I now? We are at 10.310 and a half. 0.6. Right? I measured it here. Yeah. Because I can always hit that with something
Whoa. Oh, 9, huh? That's the threads. This is the part that counts up here, is where it's going to ride. And that's a 310.5, 0.6. So that should do it pretty good. Alright, get rid of this guy. Gotta clean him up. And chamfer this guy here with him. I can get rid of the saddle stop for now, so I have to use it again for the threads. So back it out. I don't want that steep an angle. I want it like that. Alright, lock it down. There. That's a pretty big head, but I don't know. I might wind up redoing that here. Oh, I want slow for this. Yeah, that's a good healthy chamfer to it. Blow it off a little bit. It's still got all the grease down in there from knurling. Need to go to 185 for the threads. That's not much. So I was at 310. Yeah. So this is, I'm at 291. 6 thousandths to come on. So this dimension's not that critical, but wow, not much left. So 3 thousandths, 1, 2, 3, and that's it. That really isn't much of a shoulder on there. I'm surprised. Is it doesn't even seem right. It seems like it's bigger. Yeah, it is. I'm way off. I'm reading the wrong thing. I need to go to 1.185. What am I? I'm probably at 0.2. Right? Yeah, 2. Alright. 100 thousandths has to come off. Simple mistake. Alright, I'm at 9.3. I need 8 thousandths off of this. So 4 thousandths. 1, 2. That should put me there now. And there it is. That should be 185 now. Double check it. Right. 90. Okay. Another 5 comes off. So going 4 more. What the heck? That's 1, 2. Yeah, I did 2,000. So there it is. Now, where are you? I like these threads to be nice and tight so they don't come out. 0.186, close enough for government work. So clean this guy up here. And get the chamfer guy back out. Because I want to just barely clean up one edge. Back it out, get rid of the saddle stop for now. Down, angle it more. This is where I like the magnifying glass because I can actually see just how much I'm going to touch this thing. Alright, so I'm ready to go to just barely get rid of that edge. There it is. Now I gotta do heavy beveling for oh, I never tightened that down. That was great. To get these threads going. That is gonna be something to try to do this threading here. That is not much to play with here, let me tell you. Alright, well. Take off a little bit there. So it has nice threads to start with. Alright, now I need to just set up for threading. Set up for threading. A little Tab Magic. 1032 dies in there. This guy I'm just going to just turn by hand. And everybody's in the way. So I push as hard as I can, and it goes right on. Gotta see about, eesh, things are in the way. Then I'm gonna have to flip, oof, collar came loose. Because then I'm gonna turn it around and try to get all the way in with the thread, so the die's flipped around. That really isn't that many threads, I'll tell you that. But take it up as far as I can. It's feeding in. It's about ready to cut. Then if I can't get a nut all the way down to the base, then I'm just going to have to use the thinnest parting tool to give it some relief. Kind of lucked out. It bottomed out. Because I was looking at it thinking, I am going to have to. Because there is a slight shelf on there. So I am going to clean it up here with a grooving tool or parting tool. Put that on there so I can see it in the magnifying glass. Alright, so where are we? Here's the thinnest one. Drop him in there, tighten him down. Eyeball it for a little bit off center. Alright, so here, come on in. Alright, so I want to take it over until I just touch. And put it forward, not reverse. Oh, I want slow. Is it hitting anything? Yeah, there it is. Oh boy, that's hard to see. I don't know whether I want to do this or not. It looks kind of nasty in there. I wonder if I can do it with the tip. Let me try it with this guy. See if I can just clean up that face slightly. Angle it just a slight bit. Yeah, I'm angled a few degrees. Alright, so I need to know when I'm going to touch. And then just go in. I'm hitting something. Yeah, I think that got rid of it. Nope. It's still kind of there. Yep, that's cleaning it up and giving it slight relief. Excellent, I think. Yeah, that looks pretty darn good. Alright, so the nut should fit on there now. Put it in reverse. Clean up these threads. Too fast. Alright. That cleans everything up. So, I don't know what the question is now. What did I do with the nut? There it is. So that fits on there. Now the question is, do I want to redo this knurling and take it down? Or just leave it be? Come on, go on there. Always a pain. Get on. Try spinning it that way. There. Crooked. Crooked. There we go. So it spins all the way down, locks on. Pretty good edges and stuff here. Alright, so I just got to think about redoing this knurling or just let it be. I think I'm just going to leave the head alone, part it off. Drill the other hole, gives it a little bit more muscle. So there's 250. Give it a fraction more. Why not? And just go in, part it off. Oh, I need my A9. Where are you? Keep the heat down and the friction on this thing. Alright, slow speed. Go to low speed here. There. Alright, start going in. Then I have to turn it around, put it in another collet, and face it off. Oops. Nothing like getting all kinds of chemicals in my nice knurls, but well, actually, I could chamfer it here, but might as well do it when I turn it around. So, just a simple parting process, guys. I just want to see how this thing came out compared to the print. The only thing we'll have to do is put it in the middle and drill a hole it goes through. And that was on the other print. I think it was a 1/8 hole. The key was this diameter. And unlock it. Hey, dirty, huh? That's scary. Zeroes out. Alright, so I wanted 310. And I'm at 310. Right on it. And I wanted 375 for the length. And I try to get this thing square. 367, I'm short. It shouldn't be. No, I'm measuring it wrong. Try it some other way. Yeah. There. 384, a little bit longer. I don't know, somewhere's in there. I don't think it matters that much because that might just wind up poking out or not bottoming first. 250, right? What did I hit? 248.5, so I'm a little off. The threads were supposed to be 0.18. How do you measure that? I don't think that's critical either, but I'm at 9.3. Alright, try it again. 9.4. Alright, so I'm a little bit long on the threads. I don't think that matters. So it's just a matter now. I kind of wish I knew what that was, but it looks a little funky. I guess I got to go watch the video and see if that's going to be a problem. So just take it over to the mill, drill a 1/8 inch hole that goes in it, I guess. I can zoom in and show you guys kind of what the part looked like, how it came out. It's not too bad at all. Well, here's the part anyway. This just goes over in the mill into a collet block, and I didn't want to find center on the knurl, so I just found center on the collet block. Came over, hit the face, come in 100,000, zero the DRO, come in 125, drill a hole. Doesn't look like it's on center, but maybe I was off here. 250, 247, yeah. So I guess it's just the, might have been a bit of a drill bit walk. It looks on center here, but a little bit off here. Might be the chamfering, I don't know. But there's the part, and the head, I don't think the head is that much bigger than the original, even though it looks really funny. Because I'm looking at the size, where is it in the mail? I'm looking at the size of the hole, and I'm only a little bit bigger than that, so it should work fine. At least the critical dimensions I've hit. Hopefully Jimmy did a good job of recording it on his video, what some of these were. This one, well, I know I've got this, because they had to be a drill bit, 312 thousandths, so I got 110. Rest of it, this is not critical, not critical. A lot of it's not critical, so. Alright, I guess I'll probably package it up and send it off.